shooting Alabama.
How many did you shoot?
He played Mark.
Played Mark, and she played Jan.
Were you scared, Miss Katz, acting in such a scary film? Now, be honest with me, you know?
Well, some scenes, like there was one scene where we're in the kitchen, and we're pouring more priest comes to bless the house, and all of a sudden the whole kitchen goes crazy, and the plates are going like frisbees, but they made the plates out of sugar, so it wouldn't hurt us, and it was really crazy. I went like this.
They threw it like springs. And we're with gunpowder.
And we're holding each other, getting real frightened, and then the father comes and he says, "What's going on here?" And he slaps me in the face.
Don't tell him the rest, because I want him to see the movie.
This man has to grow up to be a movie mogul.
I think he does.
Were any of the cast or crew concerned during the making of a movie like this that there might be some evil curse hovering or nearby? Really? I mean,
yeah.
Help me elaborate on that.
What do you mean?
That there were, you know, when you do it, yeah, you take it.
Silent scenes. Well, first she put a paper bag over my head with no opening for a long time.
Because the first thing I learned, never put a plastic bag over your brother's head. And they tell me to put it over his head. But I didn't.
Christopher, there's something very heavy here. You know, years ago, he plays a very bad, evil kid. In real life, he's a good kid. But years ago, the haze-off, you know, the censorship would never let you show an evil kid in a movie. I think later on, they had The Bad Seed, or before that, The Children's Hour by Lillian Hellman. But years ago, they couldn't show a thing like that in movies.
I know, it's amazing nowadays. I mean, there's a lot of involvement with kids in...
Well, I did, when I was 6 years old, I was in dress. Well, I was in the elevator scene, and my mom was telling me, quiet, don't talk, don't talk. Don't stare, because Angie Dickinson was in the elevator, and she had forgotten her wedding ring. And I'm looking at her, and I just keep staring. And my mom's saying, don't stare, don't stare. And I just kept staring at her. And, well, that was the first horror movie. And then I did this. And we get
I must say, it hasn't had much ill effect on them by the
beautiful.
looks of things.
What about, have you done any theatre? Have you done any theatre?
Well, I did a show called The Pearl Lang Show. It was a dance show. And that's about it.
Erica and Brent and their brother and sister in real life, right?
Yeah.
And brother and sister in the movie.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, Christopher, this is not a little movie. This is one of these...
The big one.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I have a big part.
Do you?
Yeah, we both started this.
No, not
Really?
I believe him.
Tell you one thing, I want to work for him someday.
Yeah, I know.
Christopher, when you watch yourself, or Erica, when you watch yourself in horror movies, either completed versions or the rushes, are you scared? What? Do you get involved? Or?
I don't know, because I didn't see the movie yet. And when it comes out, maybe my mom will let me see it. And so I don't know, like, I did this other movie called Broken Promise.
Right.
And when I saw the movie, it felt so good just to see myself. And, like, if I saw something and I see it on TV, so weird. It goes by like a blur.
Patty, you know what I'm saying? Help me analyze that they make the movie, they do horrible, evil things, but somehow they're detached. It really isn't... because it could, you know, make them a little bit...
Well, I would certainly think twice about putting a child of mine...
General public, if you weren't in it, you wouldn't be allowed.
No, because it's restricted. I mean, as long as parents are with you.
Oh, that's this film, is that, you're able to see that?
Yeah.
If your parents were, I see. What, do you have a certificate for that? Like, we have an X certificate in England. There's an X
They
certificate.
have a different rating
Do
here,
they?
Something like PG. What's
Yeah.
that?
Well,
Parents
G
guiding
means
it.
general. That means general audiences. And PG means parental guidance suggestion. And R means...
And is this a PG? Is it this
What
film?
about
No, this is R.
This is R.
What about X?
You shouldn't even know about X at your age.
Brent, what do you like about the entertainment business?
Well, you get to see more places.
Right, I love that.
That's very true, actually.
True.
That's the marvelous thing about this business, that we can travel and go. I mean, here we are, you know, we're suddenly Londoners, and here we are in New York doing something, which is very exciting.
And it's very fun.
Very.
Don't lose that.
Is there a trick or a technique, Eric?
Yeah, there's lots of trick.
He answers so fast. He's quick.
You haven't even asked yet,
Yeah, I
Leon.
didn't-
That's great.
What's a typical trick?
Well, first, when they were shooting these plates up,
Right.
they had gunpowder and on the plates and the forks plates, and the cops went flying out with gunpowder, but you couldn't really hole, because they don't show the hole. They just show it coming off.
So those are the special effects.
And then there's some, I forgot how they open the refrigerator, but the way they
The
knocked
special
down,
effects.
the way they knocked down this other thing is they just pushed it down. A guy pushed it down.
Yes.
So, but they didn't show after he pushed it down. They didn't show the guy push it down.
Right.
Oh,
I
got it.
see.
I got
You
it.
know what?
That's how it's
You
done.
know the question I was formulating in my mind at that point. Is there a special trick for memorizing long speeches or a lot of lines?
Well,
hard.
the way I do it is
Right.
I read like a paragraph or line, keep saying it over and over in my head.
That's how I do it.
Then I keep going part by part, and I just keep doing it over and over until I get it.
And sometimes they help you when you make a mistake.
Oh,
How do they
good.
help you?
They help, like, if you make a mistake in the line, they'll say cut, and then they'll tell you what you have to say again.
You see, Christopher Biggins, that's the way to do it. When I make a mistake and blow my